my favorite time of the year. I mean, this happens many times a year, but I love it. Money Pucks just updated their Stanley Cup prediction circle thing, which I'm going to put on screen right now. I actually think that this is a great and clever way of showing the odds of a team making the playoffs, making the first round all the way to winning a Stanley Cup, but as always, especially as a Rangers fan, some of their choices are a little bit weird. Now, obviously, the chances are not based solely on points or goals for, but rather Money Puck's own internal systems, which I don't think we fully know how they work, but they seem to take expected goals against, and other sort of advanced stats into consideration. I mean, I imagine it basically just extrapolates their win percentage model across the rest of the season, which they do actually detail online. According to them, the pregame model only predicted 58.6 games correctly for 2016-2017. I don't know. I feel like you could probably do better at that just by knowing teams. I don't know if they forecast in the playoff matchups, and that also explains some of the weird results, but anyway. There's also the theory that these simply lowball the New York Rangers, which have a large fan base, in order to farm for angry comments. I'm a Rangers fan. A lot of us are very angry and very unpleasant, but I kind of get it. Right now, the New York Rangers are less likely to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals than the New Jersey Devils, a team which is notably 12th in the conference. The Rangers, by the way, are currently the #1 team in the NHL and have just won a bunch of games without their best defenseman, but anyway, somehow Boston, only an 80.5% chance to make the playoffs. The Leafs are down to a 66% chance. The Minnesota Wild, who are 12th in the West at 8-10-4, somehow have a better chance of winning the Stanley Cup final than the New York.
28% chance that the Nashville Predators make the playoffs. 12.9% that the St. Louis Blues make the playoffs. There's an 8.7% chance that the Ottawa Senators make the playoffs, and a 14.2% that the Buffalo Sabres make the playoffs. The Calgary Flames have like 22% chance. I want to see Pittsburgh because they didn't make the playoffs last season. 43.9. Not the worst. The 50. Who's the 55.6? Oh, that's Columbus. I'm surprised that Tampa Bay's so low. 45.8. I'll probably make a Stanley Cup bracket on who I think will make the playoffs and stuff. There's a 67.6% chance that the Arizona Coyotes make the playoffs.
Rangers, the Vegas Golden Knights, defending Stanley Cup champions, by the way, and the Boston Bruins. Again, it's definitely a very interesting system, and I do think it reflects the fact that advanced stats in hockey are just not really where they could be. Like, I know there's a lot of bad-talking AI on the internet, and I understand that, but I do think once we can more effectively evaluate scoring chances, and also how scoring chances should be evaluated within different schemes, I think we could start to see advanced stats more closely approach real-world results, especially as we feed the models more and more data. For me, the best indication of whether this is working or not is whether it matches Vegas odds, because those are the guys that actually have to put money on the table. Right now, if you're betting the Avalanche, the Golden Knights, the Bruins, then to like a lesser degree the Rangers, Dallas, Carolina, you're not getting a ton for your money. But if you believe in this model, I mean, the Wild, you're getting plus 5,000 to plus 7,000. So hey, that's all I got for today. Let me know what you think is the most accurate or inaccurate for this model. For me, I mean, the Devils are 11-10-1. They've got a -4 goal differential. The Wild, as I mentioned, have a losing record and a -10 goal differential. But yeah, see you next time.